Ben Perry from Silver Pro Racing, conclusion of the final stage of the Tour de Beauce, where Ben has just won the final stage of Beauce. Ben, tell us about those last few laps when that break went away with Rob Britton. How did it develop?
Well, there was the early break was still up there with guys with different GC and like the polka dot jersey, I believe, was up there. And I saw a good opportunity. I was feeling really good and I was well positioned, and someone went to go across. So I followed one of the Axion riders across, and then eventually the GC rider came, and there was a bunch of GC riders up there all driving it, and they were kind of tiring a bit. And then the pack was basically on us. And then once we were almost caught by the peloton, Britain and a rider from Cahural counterattacked, and I was still feeling really good, and I was really well positioned. And yeah, when they won, I went with them, and I did a little bit of work to start, and then I kind of sat on after my DS started. Mr. Gord Fraser started yelling at me, and I took advantage of their having different ambitions from me. And then we came down the last corner, mostly downhill run to the finish. I used my my size that was hurting me on the climb to get the better of them with my momentum, and started my sprint, and they couldn't come around me, and I pulled it off, so I'm really happy about that.
Now, for any Canadian rider, a win at Beauce is pretty big. How does this rank for you?
Well, everyone was saying, oh, today's going to be impossible. Today's like the hardest stage you'll ever do in your whole life. So I came in with like somewhat low expectations. I was a bit scared. And I don't know, I was patient. I tried to save my legs early, and yeah, I'm happy.
Now, I mean, you also had goals of protecting Ryan's fifth place overall. So how did it work out to be able to sort of put it together that you could protect Ryan and go for the win?
Well, I just saw the opportunity to get across, and I was kind of thinking I'm going to get here, and it's going to be like a lily pad sort of thing where if Ryan found the legs, he could jump across, and then I'd be there to just like absolutely drive it. But then kind of the opposite happened, and two guys behind Ryan came across with the ORAM, I believe, and Britain, and maybe that Cahural guy. I'm not exactly sure how close they were, though, what the gaps were. But I knew they were like in the top 10 and behind Ryan. So I couldn't work because I didn't want to offset Ryan's chance of high GC place. But yeah, it's just that I helped Ryan, and then I took my own chance at the end, and it worked out really well for me. And I don't think it cost Ryan too much because I don't think we won by very much. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm just really happy.
Now, less than 2 weeks to Nationals, racing here. So how are you feeling going into Nationals after this?
Well, I'm confident. My form's obviously coming up, and we've had a good run. I think I'm going to say it here first. I think Guillaume Boivin's the guy to watch. He's not under 23, but we're going to do everything to help Ryan win, or one of our other elite riders win, and hopefully get myself or Alex or Nigel Elsay, the under 23 jersey. But yeah, the course isn't as hard as last year, which I don't think suits us as well, but it's still a pretty difficult course we saw on stage one. And I think we've got a good mix of fit riders who can sprint. And yeah, we're really excited. We're going to have a big team. We're going to have a strong team, and we're going to tear it up in 2 weeks' time.
Well, again, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Rob.